No love lost there. Kiahi Horan in the number 11 cap. Happy to come up and go one-on-one with Matt Bryant.
Big size difference in those two.
And now
another pass.
Very good entry pass. The little backhand flip didn't quite come off, but again, just doing it too easy in the middle of the pool at the moment. The chance now for the Northern Orcas. Nick Patterson. He's got Solitovic out to his left in the number 9 cap, but he decides to go to low. Go to
good pass
from Logan. The shot does come.
Oh, he's called the goal.
And he says that has crossed the line. So Scott Logan really injecting himself into this game. And in doing so, just opening up a little bit of room for Tyler Martin as well. A lot of defence set up around Martin, the Australian. And in doing so, allowing Logan a little bit more freedom. So according to our tally, what's that, 3 goals all?
3-2.
3-2.
Central Southern Sharks lead.
3-2. So comes forward Bryant.
Heavy defence from Andrei Solitovic.
Yeah, Solitovic. Another entry pass though. This time didn't quite read it. And possession is turned over. Matt Lander. Well, I think they've decided how they want to play this, the Central Southern Sharks. And so Brandon Matthews.
Tamati Harris at centre forward with Matt Bryant.
Goes out to Teague Diega. Now finds Anton Selatovic. And the shot comes and tipped over the top. Nicely done by Will Murphy.
Yeah, nice little long-range shot from Brandon Matthews. Good outside shooter. Predominantly plays at centre back.
Now chance here for Brandon Matthews.
End of the quarter.
And that is the end of the quarter. So very good game of water polo. 2 contrasting styles. But I've got to say, Northern Orcas this week, and might just be through the injection of Tamati Harris, but a lot more organised, a lot more structure. Maybe just being found out a little bit defensively in the middle of the pool. But it is the Central Southern Sharks with a lead of 3 goals to 2.
Yeah, the action for the Central Southern Sharks has been predominantly through Jerome McGuinness at centre forward. Allowing Matt Bryant an early outside shot, and then the Orcas not going to a zone. And the Central Southern Sharks nice and patient, working hard to get the ball into the centre forward and maximise Jerome at centre forward. And similar at the other end, although Scott Logan stepping up on the 6'5" and a nice blindside shot.
Yeah, Scott Logan there in the number 3 cap. Just outside of him, Nick Patterson. If you enjoy your water polo and you live in the Auckland region, we'd love you to come along to Diocesan School for Girls. We've got a wonderful game to look forward to following this at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The New Zealand Premier Junior Men, this high-performance development side, not officially a New Zealand team, taking on this very good Auckland Dolphins team, the nucleus of which sort of built in and around the Maris Club here in Auckland. So I'd imagine that for Davor Karavich, he'll be, talking more defensively at the moment?
Yeah, I think so. He'll be requesting that Tamati Harris, who started very strongly in the first half of the quarter, sitting nice and close to the goal at centre forward at 2 metres. He started to get pushed out a little bit further by Matt Bryant. He needs to be as close to the 2 metre mark. That's where he's most dangerous. And Jerome McGuinness has been sitting at the 2 metre mark for the Central Southern Sharks, creating plenty of opportunity for his side. And then they have to minimise Jerome McGuinness. The problem with that, of course, is that might free up Matt Bryant, Sean Bryant, Justin Pickering on the outside, so they're going to have to block well as well.
So second quarter about to get underway, 8 minutes. 6 aside, if you're watching water polo for the first time.
Plus the goalie.
So when you'll often hear us say 6 on 5, that is when an exclusion, a player is basically put on the sin bin for 20 seconds. We are underway, and it will be, Good play in the finish. Nice from Liam Patterson. And it will
Two
be
brothers
the
having a tussle.
The Southern Sharks will get first opportunity in the second quarter. Cooper Stewart and the number 4 cap. Again, another little entry pass. That's where they've been so dangerous, but this time well read by Tamati Harris, was it?
Nick Patterson, counter-attack opportunity.
Now, look at that. Look at the fury. They're going to work him over. Exclusion comes.
No.
Does it? No.
And into structure. Tamati Harris sitting at about 4 metres.
So Tyler Martin and the number 8 cap. Goes to Martin now. Martin, look at that. Just a subtle little touch from the Australian. Shot comes.
Nick Patterson.
Great play from Nick Patterson, but nice there from Tyler Martin. He just had that defence guessing. Just so casual because he's so classy. That is a very good goal, and we are tied up at 3 goals each. And Matt Bryant. Look to switch play. Much better defence this time. A little bit more aggression being shown. Another good entry pass, though.
Well done.
Great
block.
Piece of goalkeeping.
Twice.
That is wonderful stuff from Matt Lander.
Yeah, excellent goalkeeping. Gary Howering got himself into trouble on the post up.
Now, another little nice entry pass too. Now the shot does come.
Oh.
Just wide. Boy, great play. Playing with both teams, playing with plenty of speed. Not getting too offensively, not trying to set it up too structurally. Good little entry pass. Shot must come surely. That is very good indeed from Liam Patterson.
Yeah, Liam Patterson working his brother over, Nick Patterson.
Oh, you're
drawing the exclusion and then the quick entry pass and scoring the quick on the man up.
4-3, game on. Absolutely no room to blink in this game. Just when you think you've got just a little bit of a relapse, a chance to maybe recover. It's played with so much speed, so much athleticism. Comes across. This is good.
Good play.
Shot clock counting down. Look, you can just see the energy being used. Good option. Just didn't quite get the direction right from Brandon Matthews. But you can just sort of see Will Murphy there having to get that egg beater kick going, having to get nice and high out of the water. And he is just burning matches when he's doing that. And that, you know, ultimately leads to fatigue later on in the game. Another good entry pass. And this time, though, Tyler Martin not happy with the call. He felt defensively he was in the right area. But turnover ball.
No, they've hung on.
And it is 6-on-5 because the exclusion. So, can they look to take the lead? Good block. Did it come off his own player then, perhaps?
Quite possibly.
Almost looked like the old Falcon off the top of their head. Now, down the right-hand side, look at the urgency.
Oh, good
from this
counter
Orcas
opportunity
team. Great
here.
Counter. They can't afford to muck around. Now it is Tyler Martin. He surveys the defence. Good little entry pass. The backhand flick comes. No, they work him over.
Anton Sunday draws the exclusion.
So now a chance here. Tyler Martin. Go back around the pool. Good play. Quality water polo from the Orcas. Nick Patterson with the shot. Patterson scores. Patterson scores. Brilliant play. Well, it really just came from that breakout down that right-hand side.
Yep. Tyler Martin showing his experience there, coming down the pool on the counter-attack. 4-4. And pulling out of the counter-attack opportunity with an early entry pass. And Anton Sunday drawing the exclusion.
So effective, isn't it, that entry pass in terms of hard defensively.
Central Southern Sharks put Matt Bryant into centre forward.
Chance coming. Oh, another entry pass this time, though. Good defence.
Yeah, nice field block. Tyler Martin stepped across.
Yeah, Tamati Harris was there. Tyler Martin as well. I think Brandon Matthews, they were the 3 players in the middle of the pool that just said, hey, we're going to shut this down. It's been too effective.
And the penalty's been called. And Justin Pickering with it.
Okay, so Pickering looking to try and take a 5-4 lead here. Will Murphy, does he go the right way? Murphy gets a mitt to it, does he?
No, that's Matt Lander.
And Matt Lander, yep, in fact it is.
It was a great block. Justin Pickering will be a little disappointed with that.
Now, good from Teague Diego. Goes back to Brandon Matthews. Matthews trying to draw the foul. Clock is running down. They're going to need to go long with the long shot. He does have the long shot, just wide. Good pressure defence from the Southern Sharks. I think Will Murphy had that covered in goal, but desperation stuff. But you put that down to good defence. And Hamish Booker happy to switch play. So you see the Orcas a lot more aggressive this week defensively. Very, very busy player is Anton Sunday. Now the entry pass again, didn't quite get the execution. And it will be the Northern Orcas who through Scott Logan will come away with it. Logan to landed now, decides to go out to Teague Diego. And Teague Diego happy to lay it off. Logan back to Diego. A good entry pass, great backhand, just wide. Oh, good cohesion between Logan and Sunday. Unlucky not to score. Boy, Scott Logan stepped up today.
We've got an injury stoppage. Rather rare in our game.
Well, I'd imagine what? Broken nose?
I think he got a finger in the eye.
Yeah, I'd imagine there's probably a few injuries in the lower extremities, things that maybe we don't see on camera. You're smiling when I say that, Kurt. You clearly know a little bit about it.
I've played a little bit of the game and understand that
things go on.
Things go on. It's quite important to have a strong core for various reasons.
Okay. So just explain to our viewers out there the procedure here with an injury.
There's a 3-minute stoppage for that athlete to sort himself out. And then he can come in. He has an option. He can go into the substitution box and be replaced.
Jerome McGuinness back into the pool. So he was the player, I'm assuming, that picked up that injury perhaps. And just ringing a few changes now. Trying to use the 13-man rotation. Two referees today, Jim Florschinger and Michael Brooks. So score still remains at 4-all. Play back underway. It will be the Southern Sharks. Happy to come forward. The Southern Sharks, great piece of goal shooting. Oh, that was just individual brilliance from Sean Bryant. He got up nice and high, didn't he? He got his weight and his balance perfect, and with that came the velocity. And suddenly it is now the Southern Sharks with the 5-4 lead. A moment of individual brilliance, though. That's what you really just got to put that down to. They've used that entry pass so brilliantly throughout this game, and I think the Northern Orcas were expecting a little bit more of the same, and in doing so opened up that particular zone, and Bryant, well, he took his opportunity.
He shot the ball directly over the goalie's head, a tough block for the goalkeeper. Okay. It was an excellent shot.
So Andre Solitovic in the number 9 cap. Oh, lovely little entry pass, didn't quite come off. Now it does. Wow.
Lovely skills.
Great skills, brilliant play. Brilliant play.
James Catlin, outstanding off the rebound. Pass wasn't ideal. Tipped across. Fell for James.
Locked up. 5-all. Intriguing encounter. Wonderful battle. Yeah, almost picked off, was it? Now the entry pass comes, but great defence from Tyler Martin. He says nothing wrong with that. I read that too comfortably. Good chance. Straight down this right-hand side. Logan in possession. He'll come back into the middle of the pool. He finds Tyler Martin. They work him over. And now he looks for the little pass. The shot comes. Good defence, though. Plenty of pressure. So much urgency. How much is this hurting them aerobically at the moment?
Nice drive, James Catlin.
Boy, they've got back. Credit to the Sharks defensively. Now the shot comes. They've worked him over. What do the referees say?
It's
penalty given, is it?
No. Still in possession. Little fortunate there.
Now the shot comes. Oh,
No.
just didn't quite get the execution. Well, Tyler Martin really getting himself involved. Both ends of the pool.
Yeah, been very busy.
Cooper Stewart bringing it up for the Southern Sharks. Stewart lays it off. Nice pass.
Oh,
Picked off, though, too easy in the finish, and it will be Matt Lander who will come away with it in goal. So well read by the Northern Orcas defensively.
yeah, slightly wayward pass there to Jerome McGuinness.
So in fact, Solitovic goes back in the middle and has a shot, and he scores.
Tyler Martin.
Tyler Martin, the Australian, the man who set up a company called Delphina Sport, who really these days are the premier aquatic apparel company in Australasia and within the sport of water polo. Lovely to have him playing here in New Zealand.
Yeah, lovely shot, cross cage. Nice height, elevation.
So it is 6-5 to the Northern Orcas.
It's their first lead of the match. Stayed in the game very well.
Oh, big contrast from last week, wasn't it? Last week they just didn't really have any cohesion. This week,
Ooh.
a lot more urgency, playing with a lot more speed, but just a lot more confidence too. Seems to be more of an understanding. And so Solitovic gets play back underway. Logan, nice little entry pass, but can they turn it into points? Good play from Tamati Harris, but the turnover comes.
Yes.
Central Southern Sharks, great defence.
Yeah, Sean Bryant getting back to help out Matt Bryant and Jerome McGuinness.
Pushing forward is Bryant. Trying to, oh, nice little entry pass. Looked like he was going to go shoot from a distance. And was desperately trying to find Jerome McGuinness in the middle of the pool.
That's Tyler Martin's second exclusion. He's only got one more, then he'll be removed from the game. He might get a good rest here.
Okay, clock is ticking down to half time. Chance now. Oh, shot cheeky. Almost got away with it.
Yeah, Matt Lander getting a touch on that.
So they'll retain possession, the Southern Sharks.
Probably only got about 8 seconds left on their man-up opportunity. No, we're going even now.
And the shot comes.
Good field block.
Scott Logan there. Oh, he's been good today on that right-hand side.
Scott has plenty of experience.
And just
Played for many years.
Lander to Logan. Good pass. And so Max Wolf, in the number 6 cap. Is a bit picked off. Very, very good. 2-man, 2-on-1 defence.
End of the quarter.
And the shot comes, and that will bring it. That will be 6-5. So it was 3-2 to the Central Southern Sharks at the end of the first quarter. As we go into half time, it is the Northern Orcas leading 6-5. And what has just been a cracking game of water polo at both ends of the pool. A lot of entry passes that have ended up equating to points being scored. But we talked about at the end of the first quarter, Kurt Goldsworthy, the Northern Orcas, Devor Karavich would be wanting to work a little bit more on defence in the middle of the pool, and we've seen a much improved performance in that area. The entry passes still coming from the Central Southern Sharks, but being picked off a little bit more, and the defence from the Northern Orcas, expecting it now.
Absolutely. And then as we saw, Sean Bryant was able to counter that by taking that lovely outside shot that went over the head of Matt Lander. So the Orcas will want to continue with what they're doing. They seem to be the one pushing the counter-attack and then making really good decisions at the other end. Some of the execution not ideal. The last pass not quite accurate enough, or the execution of the shot not quite accurate enough, but very good water polo and excellent decision makings.
There's Tyler Martin in the number 8 cap, picked up the 2 exclusions, so he's on his sort of final warning. But he's just brings such a big reputation that he just draws defenders away. And then when he offensively, just got a lovely little touch on him.
Yeah, been some good contributors from the Central Southern Sharks as well.
Or Jerome McGuinness, Sean Bryant.
Yeah, Jerome's been very strong, drawing most of the exclusions.
You are watching New Zealand Water Polo Premier League on the men's competition. This is week 2. Another game to come at 2 o'clock this afternoon, live here on Sky Next. Looking forward to that one. Opportunity for the up-and-coming stars of New Zealand Water Polo. Been brought together under the name of the New Zealand Premier Junior Men. They'll be taking on the more experienced Auckland Dolphins. The Dolphins last week losing narrowly to the Central Southern Sharks, the team you are watching now in the yellow. But they say it's a long time in politics. It's a long time in the week of water polo when you're bringing teams together, another week together, and we're seeing better cohesion.
Absolutely. Teams working much better together. I think Tamati Harris has really brought in, strengthened up the offence for the Northern Orcas as well, giving them more options in the front court offence at centre forward. Plus he can shoot from the outside, and he just takes up so much space in the pool.
I just want to acknowledge those commercial partners too for New Zealand Water Polo, 2XU, skysportnext, Alfina Sport, Sport New Zealand, Digital Masters. We want to acknowledge the ball sponsor for New Zealand Water Polo, Cap 7, based out of the United States, and of course Delphina Sport, who've done a wonderful job with the apparel for this Premier League.
Yeah, we've got a change in the goalkeeper for the Northern Orcas. Ronan Gogadi-Watson comes in for Matt Lander.
Well, it's good when you've got 2 quality goalkeepers and you can take a guy like Lander out of the game and know that you can replace them with Ronan Gogadi-Watson. It will be the Southern Sharks, though. First opportunity in the second half. And Justin Pickering wearing the number 8 cap.
Good defence from Tamati Harris at centre back.
You can just see him off the ball.
Oh,
the
good
shot does, though, come, and again, just maybe just that Ronan Gogadi-Watson just trying to get his nervous system up, get himself into that zone a little bit. And we'll just see him rehearsing then, saying that's how I should have died, should have gone to my left.
Yeah, good shot from Sean Bryant.
6-all. So, Horan. Good little entry pass.
Outstanding play.
A great piece of goalkeeping, though. An opportunity they really should have scored from. Really should have put that away. But you've got to give credit to Will Murphy. In goal for the Southern Sharks. Now, happy just to stand off the ball carrier. And now the shot comes off the upright. Oh, some indecision. Backhand. The little flick shot. And you've got to say, Northern Orcas just fell asleep a little bit then defensively.
Yeah, they should have gathered that rebound way faster.
Yeah, should have been down the other end of the pool by now. So Horan in the 11 cap. Now the big shot comes and they do score at the other end.
Yeah, nice shot by Tyler Martin.
So Martin showing his class once again. And that lead now goes to 7-6 in favour of the Northern Orcas. Jerome McGuinness gets play back underway. Pickering. Happy to absorb a bit of pressure from Nick Patterson in the number 12 cap for the Orcas. And Liam Patterson now. What does Patterson do? The shot comes. Great tip. Did he get a hand to that? Ronan Gogadi-Watson.
He did indeed.
And so, good goalkeeping. He would be disappointed with the goal that he conceded just after half-time, but that is brilliant from the goalkeeper.
And a good outside shot from Justin Pickering.
There is a big zone here out to this left. The shot will come there. That's the shot, the zone we talked about. They did manage just to close it up.
Yeah, good field blocking on that near side. Only freeing up the shot to the far side. Ball just travelling wide.
So Will Murphy. Ronan Gogati Watson.
Loose pass. Matt Bryant steals it.
And now Will Murphy. Happy to just slow it down now, the Southern Sharks. Coming forward. Looking for the big long shot. Boy, a little bit ambitious.
Yeah, nice field block by Nick Patterson.
Almost just confusing ability with ambition on that occasion. So, Gogati Watson to Horan. Horan back to Logan. How good has Scott Logan been? Immediately to Tyler Martin, and Hamish Booker gets up on Martin. Gets the foul, shot comes.
Yeah, nice block by Matt Lander. Good work by James Catlin at centre forward. Allowing Tyler Martin to come in as his defender slid off to protect the centre back. A loose pass from Scott Logan. Possible counter here, but not pushing hard enough.
Like the look of Horan, he's a busy young player.
Oh, nice play, Jerome McGuinness.
And another entry pass, trying to score here. And
He
good
does.
turn around again. Probably a goalkeeping error.
Oh, excellent play by Jerome McGuinness. Half spun his athlete, his opponent, looking to draw a foul, take an outside shot, dished the ball to the wing, continued his drive, got the ball back. Very good play by Jerome McGuinness. He's a handful.
So Patterson. Tyler Martin there in the 8 cap. And it goes to Tyler Martin. Martin happy just to get rocked back on his haunches a little bit. But good pass.
Good heavy defence.
So Andre Solitovic comes forward. Solitovic with the entry pass. Great play.
Yeah, James Catlin, good finish. Oh no, he's been called inside 2 metres, so he was offside.
Okay, offside called, but boy, the intent was right. Good play from Solitovic. We can't be much in that, but picked up by our 2 referees, so the goal does not count. And immediately, it is the chance for the Central Southern Sharks to go on attack.
And they draw the exclusion. Playing a lot higher on Matt Bryant here.
Time though, almost an unforced error, if I can use that term, and it will be Patterson who will come away with it. So well read by Nick Patterson. I'm happy to go back to Ronan Gogati Watson. Teague Diega loses possession, so good defence from the Southern Sharks. Now they come forward through Sean Bryant. Bryant goes to his left-hand side, finds Justin Pickering. Pickering back to Bryant. Using the full width of the pool, both sides. Nice little entry pass, but well read in the finish by Nick Patterson for the Northern Orcas in the number 12 cap.
Yeah, good defence by Nick Patterson and Tyler Martin helping them out.
And now, can they do? Good little entry pass again. A shot comes. Great play this time. And no, not even remotely close to that 2 metre line. So certainly that goal will stand. Very good play.
Yeah, that's Nick Patterson's 3rd goal of the match. Very good finish. Very good finish.
So 8-7, the Northern Orcas leading in the black cap. Yeah, 3rd period, New Zealand Water Polo's Premier League. Intriguing contest. 8-7. Southern Sharks looking to try and bring it back to 8-all, but good defence.
Yeah, nice steal, James Catlin.
From Catlin in the number 7 cap. And now it is Teague Diego, very experienced player. Gets across to Brandon Matthews. But good defence from him by Hamish Booker. Matthews brings it back into the pool. Happy once again, looking for Tyler Martin. Lovely little entry pass. The shot comes from low. Oh, how did they miss that? Good defence, good pressure.
That was very enterprising by Tyler Martin, looking like he was going to shoot, dishing the ball into Nick Patterson as the second centre forward. Nick not quite up to finishing.
Now, good entry pass. Execution not right, though. Should have done better. Sean Bryant, he'll be disappointed with that.
Very tight match.
Great game of water polo. 8-7 the score. Tyler Martin using all of his experience. Finds Brandon Matthews. Draws the foul back to Martin. Martin, again, using that experience. Referees say no. If you're going to play us right. Turns possession over. So good defence.
Yeah, good work by Sam O'Neill to come back and help there.
So Liam Patterson trying to draw things up. Big, long switch of play. And now the shot comes on the angle, but wide.
Oh, good drive.
So Tyler Martin, little entry pass. The backhand shot is it. What do the referees say? So it will be the Orcas who will retain possession.
We've got a timeout called by Dvorakovic for the Orcas.
Wow, just the one goal in it. Just an impressive turnaround of form from the Northern Orcas from what we saw last week. Last week they just looked like they were missing in action. There didn't seem to be the urgency. They all seemed just a little bit flat. There didn't seem to be that cohesion. And this week we are just starting to see the quality, your experienced players stepping up, playing with a lot more structure, a lot more enterprise.
Yeah, Tamati Harris has brought in a lot. Tyler Martin showing his experience, leading the way, and heavily supported by Scott Logan. The decisions are very good.
Young Kiahi Horan there. So we are back underway. Northern Orcas through Tyler Martin again. Happy to change it up. Horan goes back, picked off though. Well, that's why guys like Horan are in here to gain that experience.
It's only about 40 seconds left in this quarter.
Probably not tactically the right decision. It's about teaching players to make decisions under pressure.
Good counter opportunity. Finish this quarter out.
Yeah, Tyler Martin looking now, demanding more from his teammates. The little entry pass. Now the shot comes again. Just that execution. Now the goal comes.
Harris.
And Harris just too aggressive, too big in the middle of the pool. They missed him last week, but he just said, no, put 3, put 4 on me, and I'm going to show you how good I am. And off what looked like coming up short off the initial execution. Great rebound in the finish from Harris.
Yeah,
and now that goal goes out to 9-7. So 9-7 the score.
Yeah, big goal for the end of this quarter.
Yeah, chance now, really. You've got to say the Southern Sharks need to score.
Oh,
they do.
Sean Bryant.
And we've talked about Bryant earlier in that first half. Individual moments, individual brilliance. 9-8, game on.
Yeah, that's a excellent goal to stay in this match as this quarter comes to an end.
9-8. Tamati Harris gets play back underway to Brandon Matthews. Matthews back to Harris. They work him over,
This will be the shot.
And this will be the shot. Gets high. He has the shot. Wide. And that will bring us to the end of the third period. And it is 9-8. The Northern Orcas in the black, leading the Central Southern Sharks. An enthralling contest. Some brilliant water polo, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah,
so the Central Southern Sharks, you do sense, though, that the Orcas have the momentum. There is very much, they're the team that are in control. They look a lot more organised at the moment. They look like they've got a lot more attacking options. Do the Central Southern Sharks, do they rely more on the likes of Sean Bryant? Do they bring their individuals into play and just look to try and burgle it?
Well, that's pretty much it. Liam Patterson needs to up his counter-attack. Although looking at his cap, I'd suggest he's probably got 3 majors. So Jerome McGuinness get back into centre forward, force the zone and let Justin Pickering and Sean Bryant and Matt Bryant take those strong outside shots that they have.
So Davor Karovic, he is the Zoli Boros, he is the head coach for the national men's team. And we will have a change in goal for the Central Southern Sharks. Darius Porter will come in for Will Murphy. And Murphy's been very good, Will Murphy.
Yeah, exciting last quarter. Game is just accelerating.
So just 8 minutes remain. Or as I like to say, 24 minutes of hope, 8 minutes of truth. (9-8). Game on if the Central Southern Sharks can score first up. Tyler Martin in shot. And it is all go. Oh, good play from the Orcas. And Horan, good to see the young guy getting plenty of game time. To Brandon Matthews. Matthews goes to Martin.
2 centre forward option for Northern Orcas here.
And yeah, just more of his own defence at the moment, just staying off him. And he has the shot, Tyler Martin. You just can't do it to this guy. He's just too good. He's just too classy. Wonderful player.
Yeah, that's his 3rd goal for the match. Excellent shot.
Just sort of standing off him. And in that moment, just opening the door.
Yep, field blocker not covering the corner for Darius
Now
Porter.
the shot comes.
Oh, cheeky Hamish
that
Booker.
Is just wonderful from Booker. Well, we weren't expecting that. I keep saying it is the game of the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. And Booker, wow, suddenly 10-9. The margin is 1. Can we see this 11-9?
Oh, no, you were right.
10-9, my apologies. There we go. We just don't have the scoring here in front of us at the moment, so we're having to do it manually. I knew there's a reason I had to stay in school.
Good entry pass. Nice exclusion.
Well, danger here now because Tamati Harris really don't have a lot of options. He's just such a quality player in the middle of the pool, isn't he? And that's very good again. Nice entry pass and almost coming from Matt Lander. In fact, almost James Catlin pulling off the goal.
Got 7 minutes left.
7 remain. 1 goal in it. A go across.
Oh, good pass.
Good water polo now. Harris. Happy just to give the ball to Ronan Gogadi Watson in goal. And he decides to go back up the middle of the pool. To Harris. Back to Martin. Boy, look at Martin. He's just busy, isn't he? He's just constantly got the referees on edge, constantly got the referees. Now they turn, they shoot. No.
Good play by
Just
James
flick it out
Catlin.
now. The shot comes. Oh, wonderful. Great velocity indeed from Nick Patterson. But I've got to say that Darius Porter did get himself across on the far side. So great piece of goalkeeping as well.
Yeah, Darius well out to his togs. Working very hard.
Intriguing game. What a game. Bryant. It's good press-type defence, though, from the Orcas. The shot comes, and that's what it does. Just pushing them further up the pool with that press defence, forcing the long shot. Really was not on. Tyler Martin is one of the nicest guys you could ever meet outside of the pool, but what an assassin inside the pool. He gives nothing, he shows nothing. Shows all of his experience. He is a winner. He's here to win. Tamati Harris to Martin. Harris, happy to draw the foul. Comes across. Finds Patterson. Patterson, nice little entry pass, but to no one. Was looking for Tyler Martin. Martin wasn't expecting it.
Not a good pass by Nick Patterson. He'll be disappointed with that. Should have gone back out the top. Tamati Harris.
Bryant. And he'll come away and find Justin Pickering. Pickering out to his left. In fact, Bryant decides that he's going to have a shot, and a little bit ambitious, almost a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, well wide.
So you just wonder what pressure is doing to these teams at the moment.
Kai Horan, no cap. Good shot. Timeout with about 5 minutes to go, called by Zolly Boris of the Central Southern Sharks.
Still 10-9, just the one goal in it. Northern Orcas, they seem like the team in control at the moment, but then we have just seen some brilliant individual moments from the likes of Hamish Booker, Sean Bryant. And so, Devor Karavich, what is the message to his troops at the moment? More of the same. Concentrate. Stay focused.
Yeah, as we saw from their last possession, there are shots from the outside, but they need to be executed better. With Jerome McGuinness in at centre forward.
So Scott Logan back in the pool. Very, very good indeed. Where they've been their most dangerous is when they have shot from a distance.
Yeah, nice different type of zone being played here by the Orcas, who play in a 4-5 zone, allowing the shot from the right side of the pool.
Shot clock counting down. 5 shot comes.
Good block.
So Ronan Gogadi Watson. He's been very good since he's come on. Now Logan. Good quick thinking from Logan. The shot comes wide though from Tamati Harris. But good enterprise play from Logan. He saw that Harris was open. Went long. Good fast offence from the Northern Orcas.
Oh, good pass. Oh.
Didn't score from it though. So we're talking game of inches at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, Hamish Booker will be disappointed with that.
Score is 10-9, and the danger man comes away with it. Tyler Martin. Now he just slows things up. Worked over. Bryant. In defence there. They managed to draw Bryant out of defence on this occasion. Has the big, long, ambitious shot. Was never really on, but happy just to slow the play down, give himself a chance to get back in defence. And Darius Porter gets play back underway. Finds Bryant. Logan happy just to work him over. Looking more dangerous. No panic though from the Orcas defensively. Shots coming, looking for that little entry pass which was so effective in that first half, but they've shut it down, and that time they look for Hamish Booker.
And he drew the exclusion.
So Booker has drawn the exclusion. Shot
and
comes,
scores.
And now it is 10-all. So Hamish Booker drew the exclusion, and as he's done through much of this game, steps up offensively when it counts, and it is game on.
Hamish Booker's really ingesting himself into this game in this fourth quarter. He's been reasonably quiet.
Well, if it ends up being tied at full time, they will go into a penalty shootout. The winning team will then take away 2 points. If you win this game outright, you take 3 points out. So Andre Solitovic.
Oh, nice drive. Tyler Martin.
Tovic coming forward. He looking, lays it off. They'll look for the little entry pass. They find Martin. Martin too good. Great play. Well, you've got to put that down to Andre Solitovic. He was so threatening offensively. He just put so much doubt in the defence of the Central Southern Sharks. And it is now 12-11 in favour of the team in black.
Yeah, good work by Andre. Nice finish by Tyler Martin, his 4th for the game. Matt Bryant into the pool.
Oh, the shot comes off the upright. Been effective. Got to say, though, another timeout, is it?
Yes, it is. Backcourt exclusion.
Fantastic play from the Northern Orcas. Really just keeping their shape at the back.
That's their last time out for the match. Good time to call it. Leading by 1, opportunity to go up by 2.
2 minutes 25 remain, so just over 2 minutes remain. So 2 minutes 25. We do apologise, we don't have that clock up there for you at the moment. But 12-11 is the score. It will be the Northern Orcas who will have possession through Nick Patterson. Patterson immediately to Max Wolf, to Martin, just coming forward. He's just menacing, isn't he? They switch play from left to right. Logan. And the shot comes. Great block, though. Very good block from Darius Porter. They get the rebound, though. Chance still comes. Martin with the slight fumble. Good defence from Jerome McGuinness on Martin, though. The chance comes.
Oh,
another
great
very
block.
good save from Darius Porter. Well, if they win this game, the Central Southern Sharks, how important has this last minute been defensively, and how much has Porter stepped up?
Yeah, not long on the exclusion now.
Under 2 minutes remain. Now, they need to set up their defensive screen. Another very good block from Porter. And they have an attacking opportunity. They need to play with some real speed, some aggression. But the Orcas are back. Happy to get up in the face. Good defence from Tyler Martin. In fact, it was Max Wolf. Now the shot comes long.
Good block, Ronan Gogati-Watson from Matt Bryant.
But they retain possession. On that 2 metre line. The 1 goal in it. A minute remains.
Yeah, about a minute 15.
So Justin Pickering. In fact, Matt Bryant. Bryant goes wide. Field blockers doing their job on that right-hand side.
Great shot
comes. How good is that? We talk about individuals. We talk about individual moments. Wow. Well, Darius Porter defensively for the Central Southern Sharks. But just how good was that piece of individual brilliance from Liam Patterson?
I think it was Lockie Watson.
Lockie Watson, was it? So 12 all. Game on.
We'll be into the last minute now.
Into the last minute. Concentration. Tyler Martin trying to take control. But once again, Darius Porter just too good. Gets his mitt. Gets the block. 50 seconds. Now the little entry pass. Well read though. Great play from Matt Bryant. And a timeout. So the timeout call by Zoli Barros.
Yeah, he's last time out for the match. Very tight.
45 seconds on the clock. And some change. 12 all. Will it come down to another moment of individual brilliance like we've just seen from Lockie Watson for the Central Southern Sharks? Or will it be a cohesive team effort based on structure, based on patience? What a game. It is the Central Southern Sharks who will have the ball. Do they look to try and run the shot clock down? Or do they score quickly?
Both teams will get a chance here. At least there's a rebound.
Plenty of good, strong defence. Bryant. Tamati Harris happy to mark him. That's good. Opened it up. Need to work hard though. Need to focus, concentrate. Shot comes wide. So, was that the last scoring opportunity for the Central Southern Sharks? 23 seconds remain. What do the Northern Orcas do here? Can they steal this one? Can they score? 18 remains. Around 15 seconds now. Chyla Martin looks for Harris. Good defence though from Matt Bryant. Picked off. Chance to come here. Offence into defence. Needs some players. Has the big long shot. And good play once again from Will Murphy. So what has gone on here? Have they scored?
Ronan Gogarty shot the ball.
We will have to wait for it. We didn't pick that up. So Roman Gogarty Watson
shot the ball, and the referees are deciding whether the ball left his hand before the hooter went off. The ball is still live after the hooter, as long as the shot has been placed before.
Well, if that is, it'll be one of the most dramatic finishes in the history of New Zealand water polo, to have your goalkeeper score off a split second of play, and your two referees are Jim Florschinger and Michael Brooks. I reckon they're going to award this. Second remaining. We didn't get to pick up the action, but I would imagine that, what was Darius Porter off his line, or?
Well, we could not see from here.
What are you reading from that body language?
No goal.
No goal. So we're going to go to a penalty shootout.
We are indeed. That'll commence in a few minutes.
First time in the history of the New Zealand Water Polo Premier League that we will have a penalty shootout. Kirk Goldsworthy, I'll get you to take us through how that will work.
Yeah, the coaches have to decide which 5 shooters are going to take their shots. They all line up, those 5 in the pool. The 2 captains will toss a coin, choosing whether to shoot first or second. And then it's 1 for 1. Goalkeeper goes to the opposite end of the pool, well removed from his own team. Quite a lonely place to be.
I think the Northern Orcas, looking at probably, throughout that 4 quarters, appeared to play probably the better of the water polo, and it was more individual moments that probably kept the Central Southern Sharks in it. And so don't go away. Lots of pressures on Ronan Gogarty Watson and Darius Porter, the 2 goalkeepers.
It doesn't look like this is an opportunity for the coaches to change the goalies,
so
if they wish.
Potentially could see Matt Lander come in for the Orcas, or we could see Will Murphy come back in for the Central Southern Sharks.
Doesn't look that way.
And it looks very much like Chyla Martin might just step up and take the first for
the Orcas.
The Orcas.
The referees, this will take a little bit of time. The referees need to get the list officially in the order, write it down. You're not allowed to change.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it, if you're the player that does miss? But look, it is a bit of a coin toss. You see it. The best players in the world miss them in football.
Absolutely.
You know, and then you can have that goalkeeper who just happens to go the right way and gets the full extension, gets the timing perfectly right, and shuts down the gap.
Tyler Martin's been strong, led the scorers this match with 4. And the Orcas have had Nick Patterson time up with 3.
So there's a nice shot there of Will Murphy, and at the other end, in fact, Darius Porter and Ronan Gogarty Watson.
Yeah, a lonely place for a goalkeeper now. Their teams are at the other end.
You wonder how often they practice this. Those players that are not normally called upon to take the penalties. So whoever wins this game will take 2 points away versus 3. So if you win it outright without the penalty shootout, you pick up 3 points. If you win it on a penalty shootout, my understanding is you pick up the 2 points. Now, the Central Southern Sharks had a very good victory last week against the Auckland Dolphins, where the Northern Orcas were beaten up pretty badly in the finish by the New Zealand Premier junior men.
Hamish Booker with the first shot.
So Hamish Booker up against Ronan Gogarty Watson. Which way does Gogarty Watson go? I think he's going to his right-hand side, or left-hand side if you're looking at it. His right, our left. What does he do? He does, and great first up there from Booker. So I think Gogarty Watson felt that it was there to be saved, but it's all about timing. It's all about getting that momentum. And down the other end, it will be Tyler Martin up against Darius Porter.
Very young Darius
Don't
Porter.
expect to see Martin miss this. And look at that. He's just a beautiful athlete, isn't he? Just so balanced, just so much power in that egg beater kick. Gets himself nice and high, the little shimmy.
2 good penalties.
Stepping up.
Matt Bryant.
So Matt Bryant, he's a big man.
Throws the ball very hard.
Ronan Gogarty Watson. Does he have any chance here? He's got nothing to lose. And Gogarty Watson goes the right way, but too good from Matt Bryant. So, 2 penalties to 1 in favour of the Central Southern Sharks. Now, coming into the middle of the pool, it will be Tamati Harris, the big man, the man who was out injured last week. Big unit.
Referees will change roles here. So he gets the whistle from his left side.
Boy, look at young Darius Porter. He looks very, very young, doesn't he? And Tamati Watson, has he saved that, has he?
Yes, he has.
That is just superb. Wow. Well, we talked about Darius Porter keeping them in this game in that last quarter.
That's
with some wonderful blocking. And how big was that against the experience of Tamati Harris, the size?
It's a lot of pressure.
So now the pressure is on Justin Pickering. You'd expect Pickering to score here. And Pickering does, just with that little feint, just took just a little bit of pace off the ball as well. 3 goals to 1. And, well, the Northern Orcas, they just need to score here, don't they? They can't afford to miss this one.
Nick Patterson.
So Nick Patterson. And Darius Porter goes the right way, but Patterson closes it up to 3-2.
Ronan Gogarty Watson's got to make a block here. He's got 2 chances.
And the pressure falls on Jerome McGuinness.
Oh, they've changed goalies. Matt Lander.
So Lander now for McGuinness. McGuinness looks nervous. Lander, but really had no choice. Then McGuinness just goes with that bounce option. And so they are 1 penalty away or one miss away from winning it, the Central Southern Sharks.
Yeah, Andre needs to score this.
Andre needs to score this goal to stay in it, and he misses, and it's
that's
all over, and it will be the Central Southern Sharks who win the penalty shootout over a very good Northern Orcas team, a much improved Northern Orcas team. Darius Porter, well, the real hero, the youngster, in goal. Wonderful display from him against Tamati Harris, and his team will congratulate him. Yeah. And so it will be a Central Southern Sharks who will make it 2 from 2 in a very, very unlucky Northern Orcas team.
Yeah, classic game. Great to see it go to penalties, nice and tight.
And here we go. They'll acknowledge the youngster. We will get reaction from both camps. Kurt Goldsworthy will be poolside in one moment as the two teams congratulate each other. Wonderful contest, 11 all at the end of the fourth period, and then they won the penalties 4-2. Didn't require a fifth penalty to wrap it up. Don't go away, because we've got another game for you very shortly. The New Zealand Premier Junior Men taking on the Auckland Dolphins. And so we will cut to Kurt Goldsworthy in one moment. And so, Kurt Goldsworthy standing by. And throw to Kurt.
Orcas, James, a much better improvement on last week. Not quite there. What was the difference between the two teams?
I think in the end they had a bit more fitness, a bit of fire right at the end, and we kind of maybe lost it just a little bit at the end. Yeah, but all credit to the Central Southern team. They played excellent. They had a great game. So I don't know. I think it was an inch in it, and they just got there in penalties.
Yeah, it was a great match to watch. It was extremely exciting. Lots of good work from both centre forwards. Standouts in your team, Tyler Martin played extremely well. Who was really strong for the other team?
I think Sean Bryant was an excellent player for them. Jerome in centre forward, like you said, was, as he always is, powerful, incredibly hard to stop. Matt Bryant is just a sharpshooter from out top, so they've just got threats everywhere, and they have a really good team. So,
look, last week you needed to work on your cohesion. You've certainly done that. What's your work-ons this week?
Again, just our finishing. I think it's just those final moments that have decided for us 2 weeks in a row. So, just getting the ball in the back of the net and working on our defence probably is the way to go forward.
Well done. Best of luck next week.
Cheers.
Now move to Sean Bryant. Sean, excellent game. How was it for the boys?
Yeah, pretty close one, but yeah, good to get the win and penalties, and yeah, it's pretty tough out there, and they're a really good team, so yeah, it's good to come away with the W.
Yeah, exciting match. 2 wins from 2 matches. You must be pretty stoked next week. Into the juniors. Pretty fit, pretty fast.
Yeah.
What are you going to work on?
Yeah, I think we got a bit sloppy in parts, and we sort of let them get a few counter-attack goals in there. So juniors are going to be a fit, young, sharp, eager team. So just sort of cutting out the mistakes on offence so we don't get burnt on the other end. And yeah, I thought our goalies both made some pretty key blocks and sort of saved our bacon a couple of times. So yeah.
Yeah, both Matt and Darius excellent today. Yep. Good luck for next week. Yep. Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Yes, so there it is. So hope you have enjoyed coverage of Week 2, Game 1 of New Zealand Water Polo's Premier League. It is the Central Southern Sharks who have won on a penalty shootout, beating the Northern Orcas after full time. It was tied up at 11-all in a very closely fought competition. Don't go away. Coming up just before 2 o'clock this afternoon, live here on Sky Next. It is the New Zealand Premier Junior Men up against the Auckland Dolphins. On behalf of myself and Kurt Goldsworthy, it's been a privilege and a pleasure.